You can be unconquerable if you enter into no combat in which it is not in your own power to conquer. When, therefore, you see anyone eminent in honors or power, or in high esteem on any other account, take heed not to be bewildered by appearances and to pronounce him happy. For if the essence of good consists in things within our own power, there will be no room for envy or emulation. But, for your part, do not desire to be a general or a senator or a consul, but to be free. And the only way to this is a disregard of things which lie not within our own power. So, how can you be unconquerable? What does it mean to be in such a way that you can't be conquered? I want to start with some advice by another thinker, Sun Tzu, in The Art of War, and then I'm going to contrast that with Epictetus' advice because they're a little bit different. So what Sun Tzu says, and here I'm paraphrasing a little bit from The Art of War, is that a good general can know how to win without being able to win. Because what a good general does is the good general fortifies their own defenses, makes themselves completely impossible to defeat. They sort of occupy positions that are, impenetrable. Then they wait for their opponent to make a mistake, and that's when they strike. Right? So what you do is you don't enter into the arena of combat before you've already seen the path to victory. What you do is you protect yourself, you make yourself unbeatable, then you wait until you see the path to victory because your opponent makes a mistake, and then you strike. All right? So that's how Sun Tzu thought you should be unconquerable. Epictetus has slightly different advice. So what Epictetus is saying is that the essence of good consists in things within our own power. Don't desire to be a general, a senator, or a consul. Disregard things that aren't within our own power. Right? So what's going on here? Well, imagine you're somebody who's really envious. You're really envious of great generals, or you're really envious of senators, people with political power, or people with money, or something like that. You see these people and you think, oh, wow, I am envious. This person seems happy. This person seems happy because they have all these wonderful things, right? But somebody whose happiness is built on all those sorts of things is incredibly vulnerable. And they're vulnerable because that happiness can be taken away at any second. Sure, you're president now, but you could be impeached. Sure, you have a lot of money now, but you get sued, right? If the foundation of your self-worth is built upon something that somebody else has control over, or which you don't have control over, then it's unstable because that can be taken away. The person who has control over it now has power over you, right? So what Epictetus is saying is that when you see somebody eminent in honors or power or in high esteem, don't be bewildered by the appearances and pronounce him happy. Don't look at the appearances of outward success and think this person has happiness on the basis of that. Because what that person has is unstable power. They have happiness for now, but they have happiness that can be easily taken away because the one who holds the keys to the maintenance of their happiness is not themselves, but somebody else, right? And so to be unconquerable is instead to build your happiness, to build your self-worth upon the things over which you have control rather than over which other individuals have control, right? So that's the advice that Epictetus is offering us here. So instead of going on and saying, okay, yeah, I want to be a good general, that's how I'm going to build my own self-worth, and the way that I'm going to do that is by fortifying my own defenses and making them impossible to defeat, and then going after my enemy when they make a mistake, the way to find long-term, stable, enduring happiness, even in situations where you get defeated, even in situations where your enemy outsmarts you, right, in this field of battle, is to build your happiness, to sort of base your self-worth on something else, right? And that's how you truly become unconquerable. So let's take another look at the text now that we've gone through it. You can be unconquerable if you enter into no combat in which it is not in your own power to conquer. When, therefore, you see anyone eminent in honors or power, or in high esteem on any other account, take heed not to be bewildered by appearances, and to pronounce him happy. For if the essence of good consists in things within our own power, there will be no room for envy or emulation. But, for your part, do not desire to be a general, or a senator, or a consul, but to be free. And the only way to this is a disregard of things which lie not within our own power.